Hi, my name is Corrine Harrison, and in this scenario, we have a client by the name of Mary Smith. Um, she has made me aware at 10 a.m. that she has not been able to urinate since about 5:30 a.m. Her orders state if client has not voided within 4 hours, use bladder scanner to check residual amount. If residual is greater than 200, then perform a intermittent urinary catheterization. So after using the bladder scanner, I saw that she has about 400 milliliters of urine within her bladder. So that determines that she does need to have a intermittent urinary catheterization done. Also on her records, we see that she does not have any drug allergies. So we're going to go ahead and do some hand hygiene and review our supplies expiration dates. Here is the catheterization tray. The expiration date is August 31st, 2024, so that is good for use. And the sterile gloves expiration date is December 8th, 2023. That is also good for use. So again, we're going to do some hand hygiene, and then we are going to check Mary's ID band to her medical records. So medical records states her name is Mary Smith. Mary, hi, my name is Corrine Harrison. Before we get started, I just want to check your ID band. So we have Mary Smith here. Her ID band says her date of birth is April 27th, 1976. Her records state her date of birth is April 27th, 1976. So Mary, we're just going to go ahead and perform what's called a intermittent urinary catheterization. Reason why is because you have had no urine excreted since about 5:30 a.m. And after 4 hours, your doctor has stated that you would have to have a bladder scan done. And if you have a certain amount, which in his order state 200 milliliters, you would need to have what's called a intermittent urinary catheterization done. In your case, you have double the amount, which is 400 milliliters in your bladder, so that we indeed do have to have a intermittent urinary catheterization. So do you have any questions? No. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and provide Mary with some privacy. Only exposing the areas in which we intend to utilize. Perform hand hygiene. And we're going to go ahead and place some gloves on in order to clean Mary's carry area with a wash. And we're always going to clean from front to back, from her clitoris to her anus. I'm going to dispose of that as well as the gloves into the trash. I'm going to do some more hand hygiene. Move the sterile gloves here, and then we're going to open the tray. And position it so that the first fold is away from me. Okay, now we're going to take the drape out without touching anything else, and we're going to position the drape underneath Mary. Now Mary, what I need you to do is just lay back with your legs open to the sides. Okay. Now that I have all of that open and ready, I'm going to go ahead and open my sterile gloves. Still on. Okay, now that I have my gloves on, I'm going to open up the clean swabs. And this is the top. I'm going to prepare the catheter by using the lubricant jelly on about the first 2 inches of the catheter, and I'm going to leave the catheter in the lubrication. And put that in the garbage. Make sure that's down in there. All right, Mary, I'm going to hold your labia open, and we're going to get you cleaned. I'm going to wipe from the top to the bottom of the labia majora on the farthest side. I'm going to wipe from the top to the bottom of the labia majora on the right side. And then we're going to go from the top to the bottom of the urinary meatus. Now with the catheter, I'm going to place that closer to Mary. Now Mary, once I insert this catheter, I'm going to need you to just take slow, deep breaths as I'm inserting it in. And once it's in, you're going to bear down as if you're urinating. All right. I'm just going to hold this in my hand so it's not flopping all over. So we're going to take about the first 2 inches, insert it into the urinary, into the urethra. Still holding, holding, holding. And being that we're expecting urine, I'm going to make sure that that's into the tray. And then we're going to get a little bit of urine initially, and then we're going to proceed and insert the catheter in about another inch or so, or 1.5 to 2 inches. And then we're going to leave that there until the urine flow has stopped. Okay. Once that has stopped, Mary, I'm going to remove the catheter now because your urine has stopped. I'm going to put that there. We're going to use the drape to wipe Mary and discard. And then we are going to cover Mary up for privacy. And we're done.